We are united in dreaming of a cure. On March 6th, we raise our voices for all our sisters and brothers who suffer from lymphedema across the globe, letting them know they are not alone.
支持淋巴水肿日，我们在行动。
We support World Lymphedema Day.
I support World Lymphedema Day.
I support World Lymphedema Day.
We support World Lymphedema Day.
We support World Lymphedema Day.
We support World Lymphedema Day. Yay!
I support World Lymphedema Day.
And I support the World Lymphedema Day. Yay!
We support Lymphedema Day. I support World Lymphedema Day.
I support Lymphedema Day.
If we want to win this fight, we need to stand together and educate the world.
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Supporting Lymphedema Day, Lymphedema Weekend. Because that's basically why I stream. So support us today by giving us donations for tarot. And we will be giving all donations to LE&RN today. If you want tarot or if you want whatever is going on, at very least, listen to the message that I have to give to you, because I suffer from lymphedema, and it's the reason why I stream, so you all can understand about lymphedema, the silent killer that nobody seems to really care about, but can affect so many people. 10 million people from the United States suffer from lymphedema, and 250 million people suffer with it worldwide. So, join me and support World Lymphedema Weekend, not day, because, well, the day was March 6th, but for me, it's this whole entire weekend And let's see if we can, one, get donations to Lymphedema Education and Research Network, and two, listen to the stories, listen to myself, listen to what is to be said about what lymphedema is to protect yourself. Because I personally, I don't see any hope for me getting my leg back to normal. But I'm hoping that, and I have hope, that people will find a cure in my lifetime. So let's get to it. All right. So let's start the music. I did put in something that here so that you can listen to Kathy Bates. She is our spokeswoman for lymphedema. She's the one who goes out there and tries to be an advocate for us. She's the one who lobbies and has managed to get us Medicare and Medicaid to finally understand that, hey, we need some help and insurance wise, and also finally lymphedema is set up so that we can start getting disability as well through the ADA Act. So let's listen to this real quick, and then I will do the tarot reading for everybody, and then we'll see how many people are interested in tarot. But today you will be doing tarot only through donations, and if you do, and that's all I ask, is that you donate. I normally don't ask for donations. I normally don't ask for any type of money, but today is different because it's going to learn. Let's watch this.
I decided to become a spokesperson for LE&RN because I developed lymphedema after my double mastectomy. And prior to that, I knew someone who had lymphedema in their left arm. And I saw the effects of lymphedema when it's untreated. So I thought that lymphedema meant having a swollen arm with oozing skin, and it scared the hell out of me. So when I went to talk to my doctor, I said, please don't take any lymph nodes. Please be careful. I don't want any taken if they don't need to be taken. And erring on the side of caution, I can't malign my doctor because he's out there on the front lines of trying to cure cancer, and that's his main objective. But he took a few more lymph nodes on my left side, which turned out to be exactly the same arm that this friend of mine had. And I just flipped out. I just went nuts. And I could feel in the hospital things happening in my hands and my arms, and I thought, this is it. It's starting to happen. I can feel it. And afterwards, I thought, well, where am I going to go to get help? And it took a while to find Dr. Emily Eicher, who works out in Santa Monica, and I went to see her, and I was very upset about everything, and she was wonderful. You know, she said, all that's in the past, and she said, now you're going to begin, you have a glass of champagne, you're going to begin the rest of your life. And she had patients that were 105, you know, who had been living with lymphedema for quite a while. And so I felt better, but it's still, I don't know if it's a pain to live with it every day. And mine is very mild, really, compared to a lot of other people who deal with this every day. But having to constantly find a PT if I'm working in a different town and I need help and I don't know who to call, it's difficult. And if I don't take care of it myself, then my arms do begin to hurt and they do begin to swell. And so basically, I'm mad as a wet hen. And so I want to do something about this, and I don't know if any research that we can do will help me finally, but I do want to help people out there who are suffering with much worse cases of lymphedema than mine. I just feel very passionate about this, and I'm proud to be working on it. And my dream someday is to go to Congress and have a chamber full of people who are suffering from lymphedema stand up in front of that committee and say, we have lymphedema, we are suffering, please help us. And I want to be there with them to add my name. As a celebrity, I got first-class care. And I hope and wish that someday everyone will get first-class care for cancer and diseases that are affecting them. I think it's unfair for those of us who are in the public eye to get better treatment than other people. When I suffered from ovarian cancer years ago, I was given a shot every 3 weeks that cost $4,000. Now, I don't know if that shot is available in all the clinics around the world. My guess is it's not. I certainly hope it is. When I met Bill Rapici of LE&RN Network, he explained to me that there are 10 million sufferers in this country, more than people with MS, with ALS, with AIDS, with Parkinson's combined. And that just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. How can something that affects 10 million people be ignored and be so invisible? And why are we afraid to come forward and say, help? You know, we don't have a quality of life here. The other thing that really moved me is that so many in the military suffer from this. If they've had trauma on the battlefield, they've come home, they've got all these other injuries to deal with every day. And on top of that, they have the discomfort and the loss of quality of life because of dealing with lymphedema every day. And I want to help those people. I want to help everybody who is suffering from this so that we can raise the money for research. There are many doctors around the world now who are aware of it, who are having symposiums and comparing notes and trying to move the research forward. But there are not enough therapists. It takes a great deal of training, and it's time-consuming. I know Michael Alatriste here in New York has a small practice, and they're turning patients away. And we need help. So I'll do whatever I can to bring that help. I elected to have a double mastectomy because breast cancer runs like a river in my family, and I decided it would be simpler to do a double and just get it over with and not have to go back every 3 months and toss the dice. So that was very traumatic to me, and it was sort of like the party's over, you know? And then to have the lymphedema as well and not be able to fit into shirts as easily. I wear men's shirts. I'm wearing my prosthetics today, but usually I don't wear them because Dr. Eicher explained to me that anything that constricts around this area is not good. So I usually wear an undershirt and a man's shirt. And so it's not the most flattering physique, you know. As my surgeon told me, he said the most horrifying thing will be looking down and seeing your stomach for the first time. And so that's something, you know, when I'm in an elevator and I happen to look over and there's a mirror and it's like, you know. And but on the other hand, there's always a silver lining. I love to have massages, and for the first time I can lie flat on my face on the table and it's not uncomfortable. But it's hard to get these on, you know, by myself. And I have people to help me sometimes at home, or friends will help me if I'm on the road. And it's a drag. It's just a drag, you know, and I'm really glad that I don't have it in my leg or my torso. I mean, I didn't realize you can have it in different places all over your body, your face, your neck, your genitals, you know. Ovarian cancer can also lead to it. So in the last few months, I've had my eyes open to so many things that I didn't realize about lymphedema. And I guess I feel lucky in that mine is fairly mild. We would someday be able to do a really fantastic commercial that showed the faces of lymphedema that then morphed into something that was an image that really stuck in people's minds as some kind of branding, and make lymphedema as, bring it to the forefront like breast cancer, even ovarian cancer has not received enough attention. And I know it's difficult, and I know there are economic problems in the country, but I just want to try. I just want to try and see if we can really do this, and I believe we can. I believe we can. I think people together in a group are very strong, and the more people we have, and the more people that come out, and the more people that say they need help, if we all band together, if we give it, as we call it, a face, then I dare people not to pay attention.
All right, guys, now that you've solved that, while we're waiting, I guess we will continue on with more. I just want to explain to you that there is several different types of lymphedema. And the lymphedema that I have is both in my legs and my stomach. She had hers in her arms. I unfortunately find that it is very difficult at times to deal with the pain. And that is one reason why I don't go for very long. I cannot go for very long. But I have set it up today that if you guys pay a little bit of money, I will continue on for every $10. I'll continue on for 10 minutes more, provided it doesn't go past 3 p.m. because after that, I've been doing this pretty much for the last 3 days in a row, and I'm going to need some time to take off for myself. So, feel free to say that you want to have a reading, but I am going to ask today that you either pay bits or dollars for your reading. So, let's get started with this next one. It's important, and I'll explain it, that this one is going to be quiet. It doesn't really have any voice to it, so I will explain each page that they put out and see if we can get somewhere with that. Yeah. So, defining lymphedema and learning the symptoms and stages will be part of the objectives for this today. Learning about treatments, methods, and stuff like that will also be important. This is an 8-minute long thing. They're talking about protein-rich in fluid that is soft and swelling into the tissues of whatever. It is basically the waste fluid that you will hold as fluid in your body and has to be able to be expelled, but when you have a lymph node that breaks, it doesn't work that way. So I'm going to have to pause each time because it does take too long for me. Okay, so we got that. All right, lymphedema is the accumulation of protein-rich fluids in soft tissues and causes swelling in various body parts. Particularly for me, it is my stomach and my left leg. That is that right there is actually stage 1. Stage 1, stage 2, it's right on the edge. If this fluid leaves the area, it becomes more like that is stage 1. But if it stays like it is staying here, and it probably has pitting edema, then that is stage 2. primary edema is caused by malformations of the lymphatic systems and can be present at birth if it is primary edema, or it develops around puberty time till or after the age of 35, depending on the person. But the one that I have is secondary edema. That's this one. Caused by surgery, trauma, infections, COPD, CHF, radiation treatments, diabetes venous, and or arterial insufficiencies. You can get it through a freaking spider bite. For me, it was 200 books that fell on my leg. I thought I dodged a bullet. I didn't. I ended up getting a DVT. The DVT, I had to take what was called Coumadin, and it destroyed my lymph valves and lymph nodes, and so it made it so that it would pull in my left leg, and that slowly caused more problems in my right leg, and then got into my stomach. I already had a botched hysterectomy that was due to the fact that they thought I had ovarian cancer. They had to take the stuff out. They did, but because they cut me from left to right, they cut also some of the lymph nodes. Okay. The physiology of the lymphatic system includes the lymph capillaries, the initial lymphatic system, the pre-collectors and collectors, the lymph nodes, and the lymph organs. This is a part that is not well known by doctors and nurses, and they sometimes will only get about 30 minutes of instruction before they're sent out, and this may actually be the most important part of our body that we have no idea about. In fact, lymphedema has been around since 3500 BC because the Princess Ati of Egypt had it. But we only within the last 10 years actually have gotten a face to lymphedema, and it's only been 10 years that the World Lymphedema Day has been going on. It's 1998 that LE&RN has begun. So there are other types of groups besides LE&RN. There is also the National Lymphedema Network that also works very well with us as well. But because of the fact that I speak to a lot of you who are worldwide, I've stuck with LE&RN. Yet I cannot emphasize enough that LE&RN actually does help as well and has helped me in the past. As you can see through this particular poster right here, the lymph nodes go throughout the entire body. From your feet all the way up to your head. And any one of these that break can cause lymphedema. The filtration and reabsorption of the lymphatic system, process that is dependent upon a pressure gradient, and fluid moves from high to lower pressure. So from your foot up. About 80 to 90% of the fluid is reabsorbed back into the venous system. About 10 to 20% re-enters the lymphatic system. Basically, lymph is the garbage truck system. It's all the trash that we have in our cells that ends up in that system, and it has to be expelled somehow, and it's done through osmosis. However, the problem is when one of your lymph valves or lymph nodes break and it starts to pool, it has no place to go but to continue to stay within this, between the lymphatic system and between the skin, and starts to swell. Normal swelling that you see in pregnancies, that's about what it's like, but it's worse, actually. Because over time, it will take effect where your limb or whatever is affected by this will have to take on so much liquid that it will expand the skin, and to the point where it will actually cause lesions and seepage. And that is when we start worrying about cellulitis and sepsis. Okay. Stage 1 of lymphedema, or stage 0 for other some parts of the world goes with its stage 1, some say it is stage 0. Some call it latent stage. This stage is where it accumulates the protein-rich fluid and then is reversible. Basically, you get some swelling and then it goes right back to normal. Stage 2 is irreversible lymphedema. Protein-rich edema fluid collects, and then basically you start getting what is called a pitting edema, and which you could take your finger to parts of your body, and if you press down lightly and it leaves an indent, that's pitting edema. If it leaves it for too long, if it bounces back, then then it's normal. This is also where you start getting connective and scar tissue. That's stage 2 right there. Stage 3 is lymphatic elephantitis. Unfortunately, that is what I do have in my left leg. Protein-rich edema fluid begins to, well, has not only begun, but it stays in the area. Connective and scar tissue increases, fibrosis and dermal tissues increase, and then you start getting what is called skin polypomas. Those are basically like little bumps that hold a little bit of that fluid, and sometimes they burst. Unfortunately, right now I have one of those that has burst on my stomach, and I'm having to take care of it. It unfortunately is also how you can majorly get cellulitis, and if it bursts and if you don't clean it, it will start becoming infected and cause cellulitis. This right here, this person has a lot of fibrosis. Parts of their skin is starting to flow over their tissues, their feet, and this is why lots of us cannot wear normal shoes. We end up having to wear shoes that are diabetic shoes, or even if we cannot have enough to work with, we have to have open shoes. And it's why I don't go out in the winter. That's a baby's toe, unfortunately. All right. So symptoms that range from mild to severe can be present with lymphedema. There's just decreased flexibility and mobility, and there's heaviness in the limb. What they don't say about heaviness in the limb, it means that it hurts like heck. Okay? It hurts like heck, because that heaviness is like if somebody literally was pulling your skin away from your bones to the point where you can't handle it. That's what it really feels like. Excessive progressive swelling anywhere in the body is where it's present. A symmetrical limb that is larger, one is larger than the other. That makes sense. A cosmetic disfigurement makes sense. When I said that I had a leg that is 3 times the size of the other one, I'm not kidding. That's what I'm talking about right there. It can happen in the arms as well as the feet. Anywhere, really. That is massive elephantitis. So there are ways that we can actually deal with this through manual lymphatic drainage, which there is actually programs for physical therapists and massage therapists and doctors to take where they can specialize in this, and it is helpful. Compression managing and also garment fitting. Unfortunately, though, sometimes the fluid becomes so much that even the bandaging makes it hard for you to put it on there. You need either help from other people, you need the lymphatic drainage to bring it down so that the garment will fit again. Steps of decongestive therapy. You can get remittable exercises. Basically, those are where you put the limb higher than your heart and allow for it to drain towards the heart. Breathing exercises are very good because it helps with the diaphragm to pull the fluid out. Limb elevation, that is absolutely one of those things that you just absolutely need to do. Nutrition's important. You need to have low fat, low sodium, extremely low sodium. So chips are out. Sorry. Chips are not a good thing. And medium to low carbs. You do need to have a balanced diet, basically. Skin and nail care. Skin needs to be kept, and you need to like basically put lotion on. Dove lotion works. And then there's also the lotion that I've been recently told that I need to use. And that is, how did I lose the page? It's called Aquaphor lotion, and it basically acts like a second skin. Follow-up and self-care is required. Why do you people do this to me? Sorry, leave. All right. Okay. Hang on, I gotta go back. All right, so another way of handling lymphedema is through ACE bandaging or types of compression stockings. There are different types of pressures that are required, and it is difficult to tolerate. It's also difficult to put on. ACE bandages are extremely difficult, especially if you are having a hard time with mobility. Three-layer compression wraps are extremely good until your limb becomes too big, and then you need to go back and get it fixed, and you need to wear the bandages again and try to bring it down. The problem is the liquid takes a long time, and it is for long-term use. There is no cure. This is the only thing we have. Compression garments are measured through millimeters of mercury, custom or non-custom, open or closed toe. Lymphedema can end up in your toes, and it's not as prevalent as it is on your ankles, but there are times when you need to actually have your toes wrapped as well. But what I have found recently is that the stockings that I have, that they have it's fine on the foot, but when you get up to the ankle, it kind of constricts it so much that it starts to hurt a lot. Compression garments, the kind that I use is Circade. They are about $500 a piece, and I have to wear both. There's knee-high, thigh-high, and chap styles. Knee-high is what I have right now. Thigh-high is if it becomes over the knee. Most of my fluid is currently below the knee. Chaps are when it starts to affect everything else as well. There's also and arm wraps as well. That's a pump right there, as well as the Circades. I'm gonna skip this part because this is just talking about the different grades, and they're extreme and people just don't have an understanding on that. But here's the importance. We have skincare. Avoid scrapes, scratches, and cuts. Believe it or not, a mosquito bite can cause cellulitis and can cause infection. Moisturize daily to prevent dry skin and irritation, and also keep an eye for fungus infections. Keep your nails short, because if you cut yourself, you can cause more problems. And don't cut the cuticles, because unfortunately those cuticles are what keep the skin safe and your nail safe. It's basically the barrier that you have between your skin and your nails. So don't do it. Okay. Slowly build up the length and intensity and any activity that you have for exercise. Exercise is something that is hard to do when you have an extreme lymphedema. We try, and the best stuff is actually going in the water. So during the summer, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna be in the pool. Drink some water. That's something that I have had a hard time all my life with, but it is important. Keeping your legs for any, or checking your legs for any changes, size, shape, texture is important as well, but your therapist will tend to do that for you. Maintaining a good weight, very difficult, especially when the fluid literally will collect, and it could be up to 100 pounds of fluid. Avoid nicks and skin irritations by using razors. I can't use a razor because if I cut my skin, I could cause more trouble. Use sunscreen and insect repellent because you don't want a mosquito bite. You don't want burns because the burns can cause more problems. Watch for scratches and open wounds, and wash with soap and water. Use Dove if you can because it has a pH balance for the skin. Use antibiotics cream. And I am itching. Sorry. Chronic venous insufficiency is basically go back. Results in poor blood return to the lower extremities. One or more of the venuses will not return the blood from the lower extremities back into the heart, and it can cause difficulty when you damage some of your venuses and the blood just refluxes. In other words, the fluid just ends up becoming one with you and can cause leg ulcers, infections, fluid accumulation, skin changes, and even staining. That's just pictures of some of the lymphedema issues that people can have. Some very extreme ones. Chronic venous. I think we'll just skip this part. As you can see, the entire body, when you have a normal valve, it will work fine. It will pull the fluid upward. But when you have a broken valve, it just stays and continues to pull downward. Lymphedema, swell of the entire limb, foot, or one limb larger. Redness of the skin is susceptible to fungal infections and tissue fibrosis. It increases the accumulation of the fluid and can weep through the limbs and wounds and cause cellulitis. Sensations of tightness, heaviness, and pain can occur. High protein accumulations can occur, and those are some more. There's well, they're at stage 2, almost stage 3. That is what I mean right there. 3 times the size of another leg. In this case, it's 5 times the size. But it's not just legs, it's also found in arms as well. So, let's continue on. Finding a therapist. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Contraindications to... Alright, so... Okay. Goals to therapy is basically to bring down whatever limb you're using. Let me go back. Increase the range of movement and be able to do self-management, because it costs literally about $5,000 for every, well, that's what it was a couple of years ago, $5,000 for 20 sessions. It costs a lot more than that now. And when you have a deductible, you have to pay for that first. So they try to teach you about self-management and taking care of yourself. And if there is caregivers, they ask you to bring them with you so that they can help you as well. But it's so expensive. And yet you have to literally go about every 6 months to a year to see them. And they don't want to just send you home with compression stockings, which takes, by the way, somewhere between 6 to 9 weeks to get to you. So if you need a new pair, it takes that long, and it takes more time now because we actually have Medicare and Medicaid that finally got their approvals. There is that point where we actually have demand over supply, making it hard for people to get them right away. While I think it's a great thing that Medicare and Medicaid are now accepting it, it is one situation that you do have for those of us who have been doing this for years and have had gone through another insurance. The problem I do see also with this is that currently insurances will only allow for you to choose custom or regular. Last year I really needed custom, but it was not accepted by my insurance, so I had to use the regular setup. Custom tends to be for those who are at stage 2 and 3, or aka 3 and 4 for different people. It's the highest of the stages. See how far we can get. I don't want to show that. Yeah. So that is what a compression stocking looks like when you get wrapped. And then they wrap you even further. And that's what you get from a year when you're getting lymphedema drainage, the lymphatic system drainage. They will do that afterwards. But guys, this is all we have. We don't have anything currently, and they are working on researches for the arm lymphedema. They are working on what's similar to a stent that allows for the valve to return the fluid again, but that is in early stages and is very experimental and is not accepted by insurers at all. And they're working on it, so it's all just research. At this time, I don't think there is a way for me to get help to the point where it will become a cure, but I'm hoping that people outside or that are just learning about this, maybe they will find that they can get a cure, especially if they keep and do the proper guidelines. So what are the proper guidelines? Make sure that you avoid any injuries to skin. any injuries to skin. I'm telling you this because last year I got cellulitis because I hit my knee on a table in my mother's when my mother was had passed away. I had to move a table. The table ended up cutting my knee, and I ended up getting cellulitis that way. Another time I got cellulitis because my cat scratched me. So you need to be careful with any injuries at all. Proper footwear. High heel shoes are just too tight. You really should wear diabetic shoes, and some of us can't even wear those. We only can wear where the ankle is completely open. And we're not supposed to walk barefoot because we can't feel the floor, and I've lost connection, and that caused me to have a stroke at one time and a concussion. I had a stroke at the same time and then ended up having concussion. So yeah, it's you got to be careful. Of course, be careful with playing with your pets. You have to take precautions and avoid any insect bites. You have to take precaution with your feet. You can't use a razor because if you cut any of the polylomas or the corns and calluses, you could cause more infection. You have to be very careful with if you get a pedicure. In fact, I'm teaching my daughter how to do proper pedicures for me so that she can in the future do them for diabetics and whatnot. She's going into cosmetology and she's going to graduate soon. But I'm trying to teach her how to deal with that because it is very important, and that she takes care when she does anything with my nails of any sort. Nail filing has to be done careful. You don't want to poke her. You don't want to do anything with the skin, really. Filing, you got to be very careful. You got to use a pumice stone and take off the loose dead skin, but at the same time, you don't want to cause and cut it more. You have to be very careful with not having your feet bare because you may end up with a little slice on the bottom of your foot, which I have right now. Just because something ended up being in the carpet that I didn't even notice. At least it is not bleeding or causing more trouble, but I do have to keep an eye on it. You do need to do exercises, and most of the exercises have to deal with like trying to elevate and keep the muscles going, because you want to avoid any overstrain or extra weight on the muscles, and it can cause even more damage in the long run. So you gotta be careful. Alright, so that's pretty much that. We will take this off and remove that from our conversation. There we go. I am doing tarot readings today. If anybody would like a tarot reading, I am asking for donations. If we don't get anything for donations, I will end up playing RimWorld, and we'll see where that goes. At this point in time, I'm going to do this one right here. The Herbal Crafter's Tarot reading. This is the one that I do. That is a medicine wheel tarot reading. First one that we have is we have the Five of Air. And that's the one today. If this is talking about refuse to go along with the crowd, believe the threatened and oppressed ones, and understand your long-held beliefs may not be rooted in reality. In other words, this is very similar to the Fool or the Hangman, where you just need to start thinking for yourself, and maybe you have to think off the wall. And then we have the Madre of Fire, which is time, and time is now. Time is now. Turn up the heat with your creative passions, your warm heart, and welcome others to your table. Stoke those creative fires. The time is now. Then we have the Two of Earth. Here you go. And that is Witch Hazel. And Witch Hazel is basically telling us to balance our lives. Find joy in the moments. Even if you are full of work, it will help you have a rich life. Then we have the Ace of Water, which is Plantain. And that is to remind us to follow our heart and trust our intuition. Because our capacity is limitless. And finally, the Hierophant, Cacao. Seek the truth in the spiritual teachings. Most potent wisdom emerges through the heart. And revelations are at hand. New things are at hand. In other words, what does this reading altogether tell us? It tells us to think outside the box, more or less. Allow for our passions to grow and start now. We don't need to wait. Remember balance, because you do need to keep your balance. And then the Plantain was follow your own intuition and keep an eye on how your heart feels. And finally, with Cacao, chocolate, whatever you want to call it, just seek the truth. Seek the truth. So that is that. About to have ads to start. The queue is now open, guys. All I ask is for donations to learn. Okay. Now that we have that done, that is the collective reading, guys. Now is time for our... I'm going to do an angel reading. 352, well-rounded. Money, mind, body, and spirit intertwine. You're asked to think about growth. Your angels ask you to focus on your mind, body, and spirit connection as a whole. Contemplate how you are to grow one part of yourself and bring the other into it as well. So 352. That is today. And okay. Seeing as I don't know why this is not going. Interesting. Continue. All right. So, what is the plan for today? If you would like a reading, I am asking for donations. If not, we're going to do a little bit of RimWorld. I do have that set up already. And I will put up the game capture for this. Oh, just before we do this, I do want to remind you that on Wednesday we will be doing the Minecraft Stone Block 3. Probably getting near the end of that. On Friday, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, actually, so it's to be announced. And then next Sunday, we'll be back to our normal Spiritual Tarot Sunday. If you do not already know that on my YouTube, I have Godbound and Waystone Mysteries, as well as the Fault of Man. The Fault of Man and Waystone Mysteries for this week will be out today. I just gotta remember to put it on YouTube. Alright, let's get this thumbnail set up. There we go. And then I will also set the capture. If it'll show up. Yep. Alright. So, this is the beginning of it. This is literally when it starts. So, we're going to go slow. We're going to get all of this first. Everything. Go the architect. Go to zone. We're going to start a pile. I think we'll start it here, actually. So that we don't have to go too far. 18, 17, maybe 20. There we go. And then, actually, I think we'll do it like this. Cancel that. Shrink the zone. There we go. And then we'll do the stockpile again. We'll do it 19 by 19. Go. And we're gonna need, oh, look at that. Look how much we have there. Okay. So we're gonna need a growing zone. We'll do this as a growing zone here. And check that out. Put that plant there. But I want that to be strawberries, because those are quick. They're quick and they actually are pretty good. So we'll do strawberries with that, and we're gonna go, I think we'll do a decent amount. There we go. That will at least get us there. And we're gonna expand. No, we're gonna make another one. And this will be for healing. Now, there are more that we can do in the long run, but I also want some healing going on, so These are my big ones that are important to me. So heel root. And structure. We have, oh, I don't know if I want it to be wood. Probably do, just because we start with wood. But I do want to eventually go to stone or something. And then I want that to be that way. Orders, I need to allow everything. And then I need a hall urgency right there. No storage. Okay. Is there anything we need to mine? There's a lot we can mine, but at this point in time, we're gonna try to take what we have on the ground first. So, there's that. Can we cancel that? Yeah, let's cancel. Alright. Zones. We got the zone. We need to build a roof over this so that it doesn't become bad. We're gonna need places to sleep. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna cut this in half. I think that might be a good idea. Shrink this zone. Use that. And then we'll put that there. Put a door right here. This here will be where's the floor? Floors. There we go. This will be our floor here. Concrete on the other side. And then I want beds, and that will be our starting. We need it for 3, and we need 2 animal beds. And one more thing we need. Torch. That will at least get us started. And then we also need... Actually, there's a couple of things we need. We need recreation. Horseshoes are the best way to start. And we need a table because they get upset about it. So I always go with the 2x2. Put the 2x2 here. And finally, we go in production. We're going to need a fueled stool, a stove. It's gonna get a penalty. Oh well. Where is... not power. Where's the campfire? Temperature, there we go. Campfire. I'm gonna put a campfire out here so we can at least make food right off the bat. And we'll have a passive right here. Okay, let's go. Okay, I need to stop. They need to pick up their items. Force that. Force that. And force that. Then I need to go. Okay. That'll stop that. Alright, I need... that's an LMG. Alright, equip the assault rifle. The assault rifle. Equip an assault rifle. Now I need to go over here. I need to tell them what my priorities are. Everybody should be able to do the doctoring. I don't know who's better. What are they better at? Shooting and social. Okay. So let's stop it right there. Ah! Those of you who are looking to have a reading, feel free to say it now and I will put it in place. This person is very good with talking to people, so we're going to have them be one of the ones who talk. They're going to be the warden for sure. He doesn't do firefighting, that's sad. But he's a builder, so he constructs. Probably mines, but we're not going to be mining yet. Let's see here. The entrepreneur, we'll have them do the cutting and the growing. I'll have the policeman doing art, tailoring, and smithing, and crafting, and everybody gets to haul. Everybody gets to clean, and everybody gets to do research. Now I need to make that 2. This will be 2. because I want them to do this first. I want them to be doing the hauling first. All hauling will be 1. Basics 2. Handling 2. I don't know who cooks the best. Looks like the entrepreneur cooks the best. So they can do that. They're the constructors. So I think that will be good. Let's see what happens. Go. We have a masterwork. Nice. Now why do they have high levels? It's because of prepare carefully, basically. It's a mod. They at least have beds, so let's put them down for their beds. Set the owners. Okay. We're going to need a couple more beds, but these are going to be for the prisoners and for medical. Where do I want them? I think I'm going to put them out here. So let's do that. Hi, KK. Welcome in. How are you doing today? 6 by 6 by 6. I am doing okay. We are currently tarot. Basically, I'm asking for donations for tarot. So those of the ones who would like to have a tarot reading, I am asking for donations today. The donations will all go, of course, to LE&RN. And I've talked about LE&RN all day, but I will continue to talk about it. I have lymphedema, as you know, and about twice a year I make it important to tell about lymphedema, because it's the reason why I stream. It's also the reason why I just, I'm in a lot of pain a lot, and I want people to realize that this is not a fun situation. But it's not that I just want people to deal with my pain. It's the fact that, yes, that's what this is. That's what this is. I already have my non-medical spots already. Actually, I need to reset this. Deconstruct this. No. Cancel this. Alright. Cancel this. There we go. We got wall. Okay. No. Why did I do that again? Yeah. So the wall will go here. And I need to use medical and sleeping spots for the other side. Okay. Okay, this is the medical side right here. And then this is going to be the other. Okay. And then let's do that part. Actually, I don't have enough for it, so I'll just leave it. Alright, cool. Oh. They at least have a place to sleep. Oh, I do need to set the owner for these. We got Stargazer that will go here. And we got reassign there. We got set the owner. Sign there. Ouch. Oh, we have tattered clothes already. Okay, I need to stop. 1 second. See how our people are signing their sleep schedules. Let's see here. Bio. Careful shooter. I don't think anybody's a night owl. So I can just assign them normal. Go for recreation on the ends. Go for meditation in the mornings. And then work. Everybody got to work. That's 8. And then they get that too. Alright. Okay. I really could use a night owl, though. So what are you up to, KK, right now? I can get rid of that now. Because we don't have that anymore. So I'll go into Stream Elements. I forgot to take that off, so we'll take care of that. Chat commands. We will remove. Where'd it go? It must be probably a timer then. Alright, we'll take off the timer part. Yeah, it's the timer part. We'll take that out. do it for that side. Let's go to that side and finish that off. We'll take off timers. No, everything else is good. Okay. Cool thing. Just watching some anime and playing Prison Arc. Okay. I'm doing this because until somebody tells me that they want a reading, and this time is with donations, we're playing this instead. I think I have Prison Architect, but I've never played it. I think I just picked it up. Similar graphics, but instead survival, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what are we going on? Why was there a situation? Solar flare. Oh, we don't have any electrical devices going. You have detected a cargo spot. Alright, jump there. What is that? Call urgently. It has created a master board. Nice. Another one. Nice. Need recreation variety. Can't do that. Need a meditation spot. That I can do. Alright, so... where do we want to make a meditation spot? Not too far away, but same time, close enough. What is that? Empress butterfly? Let's go ahead with maybe right here. We could probably move them anywhere. We do need this. We do need... oh, we can't do that one. We need plastic. We don't have plastic. So we have this barricade. We'll use this one. And make the barricade here. It's a barricade, so where do I want the barricade? I want these here, but I need to get plastic. Security. Vehicles, bunker. What about bunker? Nothing for bunker. Let's go with meditation here. We'll put it right here for now. Put a gigantic, I do want security, but I need to get it figured out. Probably do sandbags for now. Or barricades for now. Because that will be the size of where we'll put the bunker eventually. Okay. And go from there. Reset. I need to get everybody working on construction. It is winter time. At least they have food. Now I gotta set this up so I can get the food in a proper spot. Let's get them placed. Robots. We don't have any robots. What do we want to try to... Oh, no. Okay. Probably try to get this one. Guarantee you we're probably gonna have something attacking us soon. Be nice if we could get these, because we could use them eventually. Worklings. Squirrels, stuff like that. Okay, whatever. Alright. I remember one bug in RimWorld, and I'm glad they fixed it though. When the solar flares hit, it shuts down my torches and campfire. Yeah, it looks like they didn't do that. So that's good. But I need to get this housing set up real quick, because I'm pretty sure I'm about to get an attack soon. What is that? Horses. Oh, it's a bear. No, it's not. Yeah, it is a bear. Okay, so that's trouble right there. We're not going to be able to tame that. We're going to have to hunt that. Put that on hunt, but we're not going to hunt it right away. What's this area? Could possibly take and destruct that into... And... Okay. I want to get this set up. So we need to start cutting down some trees. To do that, we need to go over here to orders, and this part is going to probably need to be cut down anyway. So let's do that. Now allow for us to get trees. And it'll be able for us to finish this off. Now, I also want to do a bill. Simple meals. Do forever for now. Let's see where we can go with that. I'm not sure if the Twitch thing is working. Do you guys see anything about the Twitch? You know, because you can cause trouble or whatnot. I'm not sure if that is working. Alright, somebody needs to start cutting trees down. Put him onto... Yes, Twitch integration. That's what I'm talking about. Because I had set also the bits to go to lymphedema as well. If anybody wanted to help with that. If they don't want to do tarot, at least we have Rimworld going on. But it's a special event regardless. There we go. Now we have our place set up. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to have trouble with that thing soon? Alright, this needs to be hauled urgently. There's nothing in the store. I'm able to view it. Might have to set it up. I don't know how though. I honestly don't know how. It's okay if we don't get it to work. But I was hoping. These need to be hauled urgently. Okay. Looks like we're doing pretty good. We finally have our home set up. I do need somebody to start cleaning. Since the builder is going to be out of a... I'll have them go for cleaning for now. I do need to set up the research. Let's set up the research. It's production. Simple research. Put it on the other side. That way we do have research going. We're gonna cut off this right here. And we're gonna put a door right there. Cut it off. There. Put a door. And then here we're gonna put extra stuff like protection stuff. I do need the butcher's table, but I'm going to put that outside for now. Get the stone cutters set up. There. Workbench. Taylor. Crematorium. Where do I want the crematorium? Probably back here. Or no, probably right here eventually. Can't put it there. I don't think we'll be able to do that. Let's go ahead and put an extra door here. I think I know what I want to do with this spot here. So this will just be a way for you to get in. And then we'll put storage here. And I'm thinking food storage. Like very big shelves. Medicine cabinet. Go here. Okay. And what is hampers for? Clothing racks can go there. And weapon rack could go there too. Put food in here. Here we go. Gonna need a light. Okay. Another torch right here, I think, would be good. Pretty much put them. Okay. That's a good start. Gotta work. Practice back like that. There we go. Why do I have beauty on? Don't need beauty on. Where is beauty? Beauty here. No. There we go. I can see better. Need warm clothes. Alright, well, can I get you to prioritize working on that? Also, do we have a door, or we have a ceiling up everywhere? Roof everywhere? Yeah, okay. We're good with the roof. Alright, cool. Stop. There's nothing in the store I'm able to okay, well, I already read that. Guys, if you do want a tarot reading and you're willing to put a donation down, please do, and I will do that right away. I'm wanting to do tarot readings, donations for tarot today. At the very least, I'm going to tell you my story. I'll probably go slow on this for now, so I can tell you my story. As you guys know, I'm a streamer that focuses on magic, sci-fi, on also Minecraft, tarot readings, and on tabletops, but I do have peripheral neuropathy and lymphedema. The major reason why I do stream is that I can get the information out and also put an emotional connection to what lymphedema does to a person. While I do like to play games, I mainly stream to help people learn about this platform and how to protect themselves and deal with lymphedema if they ever have it. Lymphedema is the chronic accumulation of lymphatic fluid that is in the soft tissues of the body underneath the skin. Painfully swells in that affected area and can be found on any part of the body. Lymphedema widely identifies with cancer as it is the aftermath of radiation therapy and bisectomies, mastectomies, and even ovarian cancer. There are two types of lymphedema. There is primary lymphedema, that is the rare inherited condition. It affects about 1 out of 100,000 individuals. But on the other hand, there is secondary lymphedema, which affects 1 out of 1,000 individuals. It is mainly due to obstructions to the lymphatic system or injuries. Personally, for me, it was an injury of 200 books falling on my leg, and ended up having Coumadin. The Coumadin affected my lymph valves and broke them. Okay. Ouch. The truth is that the silent killer has diseases. Basically, about 10 million Americans have it. 250 million people have it throughout the world, suffering from this horrible silent killer disease, called that because even though you may have cancer and you beat it, you more likely will get this. About 40% to 30 to 40% of people with cancer end up with lymphedema. Lymphedema can kill and will. There is no cure to lymphedema. More people suffer from this disease in the United States and possibly the world suffer from multiple sclerosis, multiple dystrophy, ALS, Parkinson's disease, and AIDS combined. In October 2012, my life absolutely changed forever when a bookshelf fell on my leg. I thought I dodged a bullet, but I did not. I ended up with cellulitis, and that was due to a cut. It also became DVT, which is a deep vein thrombosis. I began to develop lymphedema, not knowing what it was, and for 3 years I was talking to doctors, but they kept saying I was overweight. They had no idea what was going on. I kept saying to them, okay, so I'm overweight, but why is my leg 3 times the size as the other? They had no clue. I got very angry and ended up going to look for a second opinion. And I walked out uncertain and depressed when I did so. After several doctors and opinions, I finally landed on one who truly knew what the diagnosis was and gave me that diagnosis. Finally, I was able to get physical therapy, which, by the way, is one of the few ways that you can maintain it, but it's still not a cure. It was a little too late for my left leg as it hit 2nd stage, and on my body was starting to show effects of this type of trauma. In 2016, I lost my job as a massage therapist. I have been a massage therapist and a scientist, and unfortunately, I did lose my job due to pain and suffering, and the effects of lymphedema has actually hit me hard. 2016, I ended up in the hospital with another bout of cellulitis, and since then I've had cellulitis every year. After I had been subscribed to a physical therapist who also finally knew about lymphedema, finally I was able to get the help I needed, but it was very expensive. Compression garments cost about $500 each, and it costs about $5,000 per 20 sessions when you go to a lymphatic specialist. My insurance can help pay, but I do have to pay the deductible, the high deductible we have. The problems with lymphedema, it causes more issues over time. I started losing feeling in my hands and feet, and there are times I cannot type. I cannot play games. I cannot do anything. Sometimes it's very, very painful to even walk. Depression has gone into full onset. However, my husband and daughter are the reason why I'm still talking to you guys now, because of the fact that they are willing and able to be kind of like a caretaker to me at times. Plus they do love me, and I love them very much so, which is why I will never do anything against them, and why I keep saying to you guys, I know I cannot show my face. My husband asked me not to. I've tried to get the word out when I was playing Second Life, and I started Friends Against Lymphedema on Second Life. But over time, when I had one of these events, I ended up having a stroke after it and ended up with a concussion as I hit my head on the wall in the tub, and was literally, I felt like 3 hours had passed before my husband could find me. I ended up with a concussion that also caused me to have memory problems. LE&RN, however, has helped me with finding the information I need to know and how to keep things going. They've helped pay for my garments. They are doing research to this day. Some of the research that we have now are, well, we have arm lymphedema research, which is called HEAL. And we also have a stent that they're working on, possibly to open the valves up so you can expel the fluid. I felt I needed to tell my story, and that is why you see me today on Twitch and on YouTube. Because somebody needs to show us the face of lymphedema. Somebody needs to show this, and I felt like I could just stay on Discord, but then my story would not get out, and that's why I do this to this day. This is also the reason why I do it 2 times a year. I do ask for donations 2 times a year for LE&RN. I would ask it for NLN, but that is only for the United States, and I want to make sure that the world and impact goes worldwide. I've asked friends to help me with events, and many have said yes. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do half of what I do. I can't keep a 24-hour stream. I have to get people's help for that. And now over 6 hours is just too much for me. But with your help and getting out, and with your donations, I can make this right. I will tell you this, that getting the word out is far more important than getting donations, because at least then I can say that we helped even one person. It's better than not helping any at all. I've had people who have come up to me over the years and said that they had lymphedema, and so I will help them no matter what. Getting on my Discord, I will talk to them about it. I will let them know what they need to know. And I continue to do this 2 times a year to help people who may not feel like they can come to me directly, but at least they can listen and find this on YouTube as well. We do have a spokesperson, and that is Kathy Bates, our Lady Matlock herself, who also has arm lymphedema, and she has been a spokesperson since 2014. It has been 10 years since we have done World Lymphedema Day, and I decided I wanted to do World Lymphedema Weekend for us, so that people can still be involved over the weekend, even if it is just to get the information out. Recently, in 2024, we had people we have had Medicare and Medicaid, as well as the fact that ADA has finally accepted that lymphedema is a disease, a debilitating disease, and deserves to be on the Disability Act. With all this in mind, I have now told you my story. I've told you a little bit about lymphedema and about the different things that you need to know, the different stages today. I do hope that you take this information, and if you feel like you know someone or are possibly having lymphedema, that you will take this information with you to your doctors and find the truth. Unfortunately, there are not many doctors out there who know about lymphedema, and it boggles my mind that they still have not spent enough time learning about the lymphatic system, which may be the most important system of the body, other than the system for our heart. So, thank you for listening, and I'm going to continue on playing the game. But if you have any questions, even after today, feel free to ask, because I'm an open book when it comes to this. This is the reason why I stream. This is the reason why I let you know my story. And thank you again. Let's get back to play the game. And if you want a reading, feel free to ask for one. Let's go. All right. I didn't know that it stopped, but it did. I just wanted to make sure that I got my story out for y'all. We need this to be set up. And just in time for an ad break. Yay! All right. Okay, they are already set up for that. Okay, we're gonna stop this soon. All right, let's finish up that part. Okay, now it's stopped. We're gonna take this and we're gonna set it up for foods. All types of foods. But not corpses. And not rotten. Priority critical. And then we're going to copy this setting and find all the similar ones. And paste the settings. There we go. Let's do it. Then we're going to go over here. And we're going to set this up too. Storage. This is going to be very big storage. Because it holds more. Okay. Don't want the food baskets. You're gonna put weapon rack up. We'll put it in ammo box right here. For all the ammo. Okay. We don't need them sick. So I need to set this up. Can we get it to work? We're gonna need to probably get leather. Right? What I'm going to do is I'm gonna set up a cotton spot. Let's get some of that set up. Production, orders, zone, growing zone. There we go. Okay, and this is going to be cotton for now. We got our 3 majors, we got our healing, we got our food, and now we have cotton. I guess I could add another zone. Let's see here. We could do another growing zone, but I'll do it over here. We could go hops, or we could go smoke leaf. Which do you think we should go? Hops or smoke leaf? Hops allows for beer. Smoke leaf allows for, well, we know what that does. What do you suggest? Ooh, we should do rice. Should definitely do rice. We do rice. Since nobody's saying anything, I'm gonna go ahead and go with hops. We'll do beer. So we'll need to start building people's rooms. Do that back here, though. That way we can start to mine this area. There we go. Do some planning. Let's see here. Oh, we definitely want to mine this area too. And then we're gonna put doors in that way. Okay. And then floors. Okay. Alright, now this... Hold on. Nope. Nope. Stop. Stop. This has got to have no foods on it. And this is just... It's priorities important, but not crucial. We'll go copy this, and then we'll go with... What do we want to call the name of our town? The Deer Hunter Post, maybe? Okay, we got it. In 50 minutes, I'm going to end. If there are nobody asking for tarot, I will end in 50 minutes. If you guys would like to add more time to the game, you can also buy time for that today. I will go up to 3 o'clock. Alright. My husband is going to go get us some food. Now I do need to make a spot for the temperature to go down, so we're gonna need an overwall. Make the wall looks cooler. That'll be helpful. And then I want heater in the bedroom. Which means I also need to start thinking about power. Now, the power that I see that we have available, we can do the wind turbines, which is fine if we do it here. Cannot do it there. And we'll go ahead and use power conduit. We gotta find out why this is not all urgently that, all urgently that. Let's put a wall here. Find out why that didn't finish. And we need to set this up. So now that we have this here, why is it not? Okay, research. There we go. I think I want to go with learning how to do double strand first. Because that'll allow for us to make actual clothing if we need to. Which we need desperately. We need some temperature stuff. Heater. Here. Those two places. We need to put the structure of the power, like the hidden actually, the best. Okay. It's springtime, so nobody got frostbite, but you know, could have ended up with somebody sick. I do want to put a wood fire furnace. Maybe, no, maybe not. Too many things are wood. Oh, we got a crash. See where it's at. I've taken damage. Wants to land at Corsadians. Okay, I spelled that wrong for sure. Oh, it's... Kurans will attack the shuttle. I attempt to kill the... Okay, we are not ready for this. We are not ready for that. We'll have to wait on that. That's 8. We got to deal with ourselves first. Arcadians first. Keeping an eye on the map, because that bear will eventually get over here. We'll have to deal with it. All right. We need recreation variety. Otherwise, we're pretty good. We do need light. We need more light. And we need plants. Okay, I'm probably gonna need to make a place for flowers. Because that will help with bees too. Alright, guys. Orders. Zone. Alright, zone. This is a zone. Wrong. Work. You. Prioritize building this rubble. There we go. Now we have it completely covered. Okay, animals are gonna need to be moved. I'm gonna have to give them another way through. So we're gonna put a door here. And then I'm going to make it so that the animals can only go through that area. So let's look at the animals. Manage area. Shrink. No. I don't want to shrink it yet because I don't have a way of shrinking it. Let's go with this right here. They're going to go there. Manage area. Expand. They can go here. And they can go here. That way we can keep them safe and at the same time get it to the point where they stay out of my house, of my area. All right, who's the builder? All right, you need to go prioritize mining. Why they don't prioritize? When I say that they need to do this, why are they not doing it? I don't know. Caravan. Okay, so we need now batteries. Keep the stuff on. But this time, compact steel. Oh wow, let's go for it. Alright, mine vein. Need to get these out of the way. That was quick. Get these out of the way. Okay, and we also need to get somebody cleaning. So the builder, the entrepreneur, and that needs to be starting cleaning up this. Let's get these, all them urgently out of there. That'd be nice, because I want to make these rooms. We have visitors. Okay. Psychic suppression. That's not good. We won't go with that yet. Somebody's in love. Calson and EU want a double bed. It's a good thing I have this room now that I can put a double bed in. So we will put a double bed in there. Hmm. Okay. Go. Oh, this person's gonna need to be full urge. Up. Stop. Alright, so we have to start making a place for people until I can get the cremator up, which we will need to. We can do that now, I guess. We can put the production of the cremation up. No usable materials for this. We need granite blocks. Not possible. Okay. Then I guess we're gonna have to do it the hard way. Graves will have to come into play. So, we'll put a graves. Graves can go... I guess we could do some psychological torture. And put him right here next to the prison. And we'll have this person prioritize working on that grave. DK Drakes, no thanks. Okay. Do we have a granite here? How do we find out about the granite? I think this is granite. No, that's sandstone. Stash of goodies. 23 days. Like, that's just a collection. But there's man hunting snow hares. Uh-oh. What do we have go on? We really do need to have a place. So I'm going to make a place for the batteries. I guess I should make this first. Any stone blocks do forever. Prioritize the blocks. Okay, we're gonna have to make sure we just take these things out. Everybody, you're drafted. Get over here. I'm not sure what bug I just ended up getting. Oh man, this fire is crazy. Alright. Well, that was successful. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And we're gonna put it all on here. Oh, we're just land those. And then orders. Harvest. What? We have a raid now? Okay. Everybody needs to go. They're not going to be happy with me. So they're having to work hard. Draft. There. Go. Go do your thing. I guess we've gotten to the point where now we're able to fight, so they're gonna start coming more. Okay. Go shoot her. We'll capture her. I've captured the other one. Unwavering prisoner. Very loyal to their home. They refuse to be recruited. Therefore, the only thing good for them is either getting them shot and using them for food for something, or sending them back and getting maybe honored or being nice. Surgeon is no longer incapable of walking. She can now walk. So, her as a prisoner, I can either execute or release. If we release, we have a better chance. We're going to release her. This one, however, we're going to try to recruit. Now I'm gonna add this. This is for our friendlies. Oh, we have infection. Okay. Stop there. Policeman. This one. Kid and try to heal them. Okay. Okay. Urgent, no space. Need something. We need to do research batteries. Okay. So let's research the batteries. Because we need that. Trade with Duval. Special trade request 909. If you can make them in, we could try. Let's see here. Adds components, Jade, Bionic Leg, Resurrector, Goodwill, Power Cell. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, sure, why not? Accept this one as well. Spires. Oh, we have to pick it up. Okay. That means there's going to be trouble there. This needs cleaned. So go clean. So we don't have her sick again. Now, Miru needs a name. Does anybody want to... Oh, well, we're almost done. Almost done for the day. Let's chop trees and... Alloy needing help. Oh wait, we cannot do that one. Oh man, okay. Critical alert. Right, hold on. We want Heartstrip because, yeah. Then we want... Okay. Just in case. Low mood. Well, guys, we have 10 minutes left. So, we'll probably be calling it in 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed what you heard today, and I hope that you got something out of me talking about lymphedema. Feel free to ask me any questions at any time. I am on Discord as well as anytime here as well. It is the reason why I stream. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. And at this point in time, I'm going to tell you the schedule for this week. Schedule for this week is we will be doing Stone Block 3 on Wednesday. On Friday, I have no idea what we're doing. We were hoping to get into Once Human. However, Once Human was not going to be available to us until the 14th. Maybe we can do that. And then there's also Spiritual Tarot Sunday, which will be starting at 11 a.m. Tonight, I will have for you a Waystone Mysteries, and as well as the Faults of Man. And then tomorrow we'll be doing another Faults of Man, so that will be there for next week. as at this point in time, I'm going to close out the queue, since really hope you at least got something from this, even if you didn't feel like doing any donations. At least you were able to get some understanding of what LE&RN and lymphedema is as well. At this point in time, I am going to call it. And thank you again for being here. Next week we'll be on our regular schedule programming, and hope to see you all soon. Goodbye.